Hello there everyone, and we thank you for joining us for the Matt's Weather Weekly Weather News. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2013. Now, with thunderstorm season and hurricane season and tornado season and all that coming up just around the corner, we're going to take a little time today and talk about the difference between a weather watch, a weather warning, and a weather advisory. Now, I just want to let you know first, though, before we get started, that next week I'm going to be talking a little bit more about genetically modified foods. Now, I've actually written a research paper in school about genetically modified foods, so what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to read that research paper to you. So that's what we're going to do next week. But let's get right to this week. Severe thunderstorm warning, tornado watch, lake effect snow warning, wind advisory, freezing rain advisory. We've heard all of these before and we'll hear them again. So which of these should have us taking life-saving measures and which should we all but ignore? Well, a lot of the time it comes down to whether it's an advisory, a watch, or a warning. No matter what the actual weather you're dealing with is, here is a basic rule of thumb. Watch essentially means a chance this condition will happen and usually covers a large geographical area and area for a lengthy time period. A warning means the said weather is already occurring and is likely to occur and to take proper protective measures. Warnings are usually issued for much smaller geographical areas and usually for a shorter, more definite time periods. Advisories are sort of in between a watch and a warning. The expected weather condition has plenty of good chance of occurring, even a likely chance of occurring, but typically an advisory is issued for less severe type of weather conditions. A wind advisory might be issued, or a freezing rain advisory might be issued instead of a high wind warning or an ice storm warning. Yes, it can get confusing, even to us as meteorologists. There are a multitude of advisories, watches, and warnings, all of which are developed by the good folks at the National Weather Service. So, yes, it can get a little bit confusing at times, but like I just said, basically a watch means a chance that a certain condition will happen. Like, for example, sometimes when we're expecting some bad thunderstorms coming, like say later in the afternoon. In the morning, the National Weather Service may issue a severe thunderstorm watch statewide, all of Connecticut, and really for all of our neighboring states as well. It's a watch that's basically in effect for a large geographical area, all of Connecticut, maybe several other states, for a lengthy time period of maybe, say, anywhere between 9 and 12 hours or more. A warning, like say a severe thunderstorm warning, will be issued more so for a specific county or even a certain specific part of a county for a shorter time period, really anywhere between 15 minutes and between 15 minutes and an hour at a time at most. And it'll usually be issued right before a certain cell of thunderstorm activity a certain cell of severe thunderstorm activity is expected to move through a given area. And an advisory is really more so when conditions are less severe, like when there's a high wind warning in effect, you're going to have winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. You're going to have, basically it's just extremely gusty wind. Whereas a wind advisory means it's going to be a little gusty out there, but it's not gusty enough to warrant a high wind warning. So that's really that. And so as we kind of get into hurricane season, severe thunderstorm season, tornado season, you're gonna start to hear me use a lot of talk about different watches and warnings and advisories that are in effect a lot more often throughout the summer. We do have winter storm watches, warnings and advisories and things like that in the winter time, but they're a little more important to pay attention to. I shouldn't say more important, but they are kind of more important to pay attention to in the summertime more so than the winter time, because the summertime, it's important to know if you have a severe thunderstorm moving through, say if you're getting ready to go out, maybe you should hold off for another hour or go out an hour later than you were going to and let the cell of activity pass through your area before you head out, and certainly if there's a tornado warning, you should be taking safe precautions. You should be taking safe cover somewhere in your house where there's no windows. So that's that. And now your WFSB Channel 3 early warning 7-day forecast. Today, tomorrow I should say, Thursday, May 16th, partly sunny and warmer, high 78 degrees inland, 78 at the shore. Friday, mostly sunny, breezy and pleasant, high 73 degrees inland, 72 at the shore. Saturday, mostly sunny and warm, some late day clouds, high 75 degrees inland, 70 at the shore. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a chance for showers, high 70 degrees inland, 65 at the shore. Monday, mostly cloudy with a chance for showers. High 72 degrees inland, 67 to the shore. And next Tuesday, May 21st, partly sunny, high 74 degrees inland, 68 to the shore. So after a very cold few days, it's felt more like fall or winter the last few days as opposed to spring and transitioning into summer. But after today, it's really going to start warming up throughout the next few days, and it's going to stay relatively warm for the next 7 days. And no major weather events to note of within the next 7 days at this point, so that's pretty good. We've had some rain and some passing, thunderstorms through. Nothing severe, no severe thunderstorms or anything like that moving through. Just, some heavy rain moving through here and there today with a few rumbles of thunder here and there as well. All right, well, that'll do it for the Matt's Weather Weekly Weather News this week. If you have any questions or comments on anything, you can always email me at mattsweather1@AOL.com. We hope you join us for the Matt's Weather Weekly Weather News next week on Wednesday, May 22nd, where I will read to you my research paper on genetically modified foods. We'll see you then.